15 seconds. That was the ceiling. And that's exactly why your AI videos looked like a pile of clips stacked together instead of an actual story. Seedance 2.5 just doubled that ceiling. 30 seconds in a single generation, one continuous shot, with audio synced from start to finish.
What can you do?
Not 30 seconds stitched together from 6 separate clips. And duration isn't even the most important change out of the 3. I'll walk you through all 3 new features, then we'll get hands-on, screen by screen, using the exact prompt from the video you just saw in the intro. This video was made on Higgsfield, the platform I'll be demonstrating on. The link is in the description. That doesn't change anything I'm about to tell you, including the model's limitations. And there are 3 you need to know before you dive in. A quick point of reference to place things in time. Seedance 2.5 was announced in late June at Volcano Engine's Force Conference, and it reached creators' hands right at the end of July. What you're seeing on screen was made this week. 3 changes: the length of a story, the amount of material you can feed the model, and how much you can adjust after the fact. Everything else flows from these 3 points. First change, duration. 30 seconds per generation, up from 15 on version 2.0. But you need to really understand what that means, because this is where most people get it wrong. This isn't 30 seconds of one frozen shot, it's a continuous segment within which several shots can coexist. A story now has time to start, develop, take a turn, and wrap up, all in one go. And the continuity genuinely holds. Camera moves flow into each other, the subject stays the same from one shot to the next, and the audio stays locked to the image from the first second to the last. You can also extend an already generated video while keeping the same characters, locations, and pacing. One thing to watch out for though, the official documentation mentions 2 successive extensions, not an unlimited number. So you're building toward around 1.5 minutes, not several minutes, on an endless loop. Second change, and this is the one that changes how you work. References. You can now provide up to 50 references per generation. 30 images, 10 video clips, and 10 audio files all at once. For comparison, version 2.0 topped out at around a dozen files. Think about what that opens up. You load your actors, your setting, your visual style, and your soundtrack in a single operation. The model has all of it in front of it before generating a single image. And the direct result is character consistency. In a group scene, everyone keeps their own face and their own voice. That's exactly where AI videos usually give themselves away. And it's where this version pulls furthest ahead. Now, the feature that's gotten the least coverage and is by far the most interesting if you think like a director, you can feed the model an untextured 3D mockup. Raw geometry, no material, no lighting, what studios call a blocking pass, the rough layout built to lock down camera position, and actor placement before lighting is even considered. The model reads that geometry. It extracts your camera path, your characters' positions, and their movements from it. Then it builds the actual scene on top. It even pulls your lighting from that geometry, the warmth, the intensity, the shadows. ByteDance is calling this the first white box pre-visualization built directly into a video generation model. The same principle also works with a green screen. In practice, you stop describing a camera move in words and start actually building it. That's a real jump in capability. Third change, editing. Before generation, you get second-by-second control. You define what happens between 0 and 5 seconds, between 6 and 10 seconds, and so on. You're writing a score, not a vague description. And after generation, You can edit one segment without touching the rest of the clip. You fix the 5 seconds that don't work, and the rest doesn't move a pixel. On previous models, the smallest tweak meant regenerating the entire thing and losing everything that was already working. That covers the 3 new features. Let's get hands-on. Higgsfield brings together the best image, video, and audio generation models in one place. And that's where I'll be running this demonstration. You have 3 entry points: text to video, image to video, and video to video. I click Try Seedance 2.5 and land on the creation interface. On the left, the reference zone. That's where you drop your images, videos, and audio files, up to 50 of them. And you can select a specific element from a reference and tie it to a particular moment in your video. Below that, the prompt field. And in the model selector, Seedance 2.5. If you switch to the video extension option, the interface automatically switches to the extended Seedance variant, the one that takes an existing video and extends it up to 30 seconds while keeping the characters and pacing intact. Now I'm gonna recreate the intro video right in front of you. First step, the reference. I select my image and load it in. You can add several to reinforce consistency, but based on my testing, one well-chosen image is more than enough. The character stays consistent throughout. Second step, the prompt. And brace yourself because it's a long one. Forget the short descriptive sentence. Here, you're writing a second-by-second breakdown, specifying exactly what should happen at each moment, all the way to the 30th second. The model is built for this. If you feed it 2 lines, you're wasting 80% of what it's capable of. A word on language, because I usually say the opposite on this channel. With this specific model, my French prompts work really well. On most other generators, English stays the safer bet. Here, what matters most is the timing structure of your prompt, not the language you write it in. Third step, the settings. Duration set to 30 seconds, 16:9 format. Available resolution depends on your tier, and on this one, we're on standard definition. I click generate, and after a few minutes of waiting, here's the result. Look at the character. They stay identical from the first shot to the last. The ambient sound, the sound effects, and the music are all generated along with the image, with 0 post-production pass. 1 single prompt, 1 single reference image, 30 consistent seconds. Now the limitations, because you won't find these written up anywhere else. First limitation, resolution. You're going to see claims everywhere that Seedance 2.5 generates in 4K. That's false. Native 4K was announced for version 2.0 at that same conference, and ByteDance has made no 4K promise for version 2.5. So check what your tier actually delivers before you promise 4K to a client. Second limitation, real faces. On most deployments, portraits of real people, selfies, celebrities, and protected content are rejected at generation. And this isn't excessive caution. Version 2.0 triggered a wave of cease and desist letters from major American studios after a series of viral deepfakes featuring celebrities. Build your work around generated characters, not existing faces. Third limitation, time and credit cost. A 30-second generation doesn't cost the same as 2 15-second generations combined. Write your prompt out completely before generating because a full rerun really hurts. That's where things stand. 30 seconds in one block, 50 references, second-by-second control, and a 3D mock-up to direct the camera. This isn't a clip generator anymore, it's a directing tool. The full prompt I used for this demo video is available in my free community. The link is in the description. Grab it, swap in your own reference image, and you'll get the same level of result from your very first generation.